Hello and welcome back to the Level Up podcast. This has been so long since I've done an episode on my own, and I am very excited to get back into this because there's a lot that I really want to talk about right now. So every Sunday, 7 p.m, get it in your diaries, a new episode is going to be released. Now, today's topic of conversation is actually one of my favourite things to talk about, and this is the thing that I will preach to all of my clients every single day. So buckle in, because you're going to hear me talk about this a hell of a lot from this moment onwards. And you know what? It's one of the things that not many coaches talk about, and it's the exact reason why women stay stuck in a position that they don't want to be in, whether that's actually their health and fitness or any other area of their life. So as I said, listen up. I'm about to drop some golden nuggets for you that are really going to change the game, as always, if you implement it. Now look, losing weight, getting fit, getting in shape, whatever the goal might be, is more popular than ever. But the problem is women are falling into so many different traps that are set up by social media. Things like slimming clubs, fad diets, challenges, even the injections. And I know that this is a bit of a hot topic at the moment, and whilst I have strong views about this, I'm actually not going to cover too much about that on this video, but please stick around because another episode will definitely be diving deep into the problems and the traps, as I said, that so many women are up against right now. And look, like, it's not your fault, because if I was in your position where I had not a lot of experience, I tried maybe a few diets, I wasn't a coach, I didn't really have any full idea of how to get results, I'd probably be in the same thought process right now that you're in, where I'd be looking for that next quick fix. I'd be looking to see what my friends are doing, I'd be looking to see what's trending online. But the issue we have is there's always going to be a trend. It's like fashion. There's always trends that come out. There's always these new things. Like, you buy an item of clothing and before you know it, before you've got a chance to wear it, something new's out that you want. It's the exact same with health and fitness, and it's the reason why there are so many fads and challenges and whatever else that comes out, because they don't actually work long term. They're the thing that keeps women stuck. They're the thing that keeps them craving more, because they want that quick fix. They want that instant dopamine of, oh, I've lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks, so I must be able to lose another 10 pounds in 2 weeks. But you can't. It doesn't work like that. So I'm here to break this down for you. I'm here to explain what the deeper hidden reason is as to why women aren't achieving sustainable results. And look, you're probably listening to this right now and you feel like you've tried everything and you still can't lose the weight, or if you can lose a bit of weight, you can't seem to keep it off, and you're going round and round in circles, and every Monday is a new opportunity for you to start a new diet, and you're getting pretty fed up of that, and you're feeling very overwhelmed by all of the conflicting advice, but you don't know what will actually work for you, and you're clearly stuck in the cycle of starting and stopping, and then you just end up back at square one. And I get how frustrating that is, because before I was a coach, this was actually me. I have tried pretty much every single diet you can imagine. I have restarted on a Monday more times than I care to count, and quite frankly, I've worked with hundreds of women that have also been in the same boat. So when I say I get it, I do get it. And you're going to hear me say I get it on a lot of podcasts. And I'm just going to put this out there, because there will be some of you that are stuck in a victim mindset that will be going, Rach, you don't get it. You're not in my life. You're not me. You don't have these problems. You're right. I don't. But I've worked with enough women to understand what actually works. And we've created the blueprint that proves it. That's why we've got the results that we've got, and that's why I can stand here with authority to say these things to you, because I know exactly what you need to do. And you're listening to this for a reason. So, as I said at the start, you need to buckle in, because I'm about to change your life with what I'm going to tell you. So, again, if you've tried the slimming clubs, if you've tried the fad diets, if you've tried even the calorie counting apps and any extreme workout plans, and you've seen the short-term results and nothing's sticking because it's too extreme or unsustainable. I remember I used to work in an office before I was a coach, and I think I must have been like 17, 18 at the time, because I was still at college, so this was like my part-time job on the side. And I'd go in with my lunch, and my lunch would literally be chicken, peppers and onion in like tomato passata, right? And I'd eat this every single day for lunch for, we're talking a good few months. And I was like, why the hell am I not losing any weight? Like, what is going on? What I wasn't actually thinking about is what I was doing off the back of that. So the fact I was starving by the time I got home, and in the biscuit tin and the chocolate cupboard, and at the weekend when I thought, oh, screw this, it's nearly Monday, I'll just start again then. So I'd go and have a takeaway or whatever else it might be. And I know some of you are going to be listening to this going, yeah, I've done something really similar. So again, I get it. Like, I have tried these things. I'm not a robot, right? I'm a real human being behind this mic and behind Level Up. And what we've built is based on experience. It's not based on things I've just made up. Like, I understand what you are going through. I understand why you are feeling so stuck and fed up, and you're not alone. And look, I know for a fact there will be one point, and if you've reached it, you're going to relate to this. If you haven't quite reached it yet, you will get there, where you're going to start to think that actually something's wrong with you, when the real problem, the really real problem, lies in your approach. It lies in what you are choosing to do. The missing link, the thing that you are avoiding, the thing that you don't have right now, is the thing that will change the game. It's the thing that will honestly change how you view health and fitness, but how you view so much in your life. And this is why a lot of our clients on Level Up turn around and say to us, like, you've not just changed how I look, Rach, you've changed every aspect of my life. Because this key thing, as I said at the start, is the reason why you haven't got results, but it's the thing that's holding you back in every single area of your life. Weight loss, weight gain, changing how you look, whatever the goal is, isn't just about the food that you eat and the exercise that you do. It's so much more than that. And I know some of you are going to roll your eyes when I'm about to say the next thing, when I'm about to reveal what it is, but that's your problem. It's about your mindset and your habits. If you focus solely on the physical things, i.e. how many calories you eat, how many gym sessions you do, and you don't address the mental side, you are literally putting a plaster over a broken bone. You are literally saying, oh, well, just cover it up because this is fine, it's getting me results in the moment. You're not dealing with the bigger problem. You need to transform who you are, not just what you do, in order to create results that last. If you don't change who you are, if you don't become the woman capable of getting the results, you will never keep the results. And this comes down to a massive identity shift, which for so many women is so uncomfortable, because they're so stuck in the way they've always done things, in the way that they've lived their life for however long, that they're not actually prepared to have this identity shift. And maybe you're listening to this and thinking, actually, I've never heard someone say it like this. I've never really thought about it like this. Then good. Let this be your turning point. Let this be the point where you go, oh my God, Rach is actually right. Rach knows what she's talking about. You have to stop seeing yourself as someone who tries to lose weight. Because if you're always someone that's trying something, you're never going to get there. When we try, we don't give it our all. We're not prepared to fully commit. And again, there's probably alarm bells where you're thinking, Rach, I don't want to give it my all. I don't want to give up my life balance, hoo-ha, blah, 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 right? That's the wrong attitude again. Balance, what does balance mean? Balance isn't going out and getting pissed every weekend and smoking and vaping and having takeaways. Like, why are we poisoning our bodies? We're in 2025. That is not what balance is. Balance is still being able to enjoy your life, doing the things that serve you, being surrounded by people that you actually want to be like, not people that you think you just have to be around, but people you actually want to spend time with. Stop seeing yourself as someone who tries to lose weight. You need to become the woman who does. You need to build simple, sustainable habits that align with your goals, that are small, consistent changes. That is going to get you the results long term. You having consistently great wins and doing consistently great things and habits and behaviours far outweighs, it beats being inconsistently perfect. Like by a million miles. And the problem is you're trying to be so perfect with your nutrition and training that you're not thinking about the other stuff. And then when the smallest inconvenience happens, you throw in the towel and you give up. If you actually became the woman capable of achieving and keeping these results, when those small inconveniences happen, I'm telling you now that you would not be throwing in the towel as quickly as you do. In fact, you wouldn't even throw in the towel, because so much will have changed that throwing in the towel would not even be an option. Giving up on yourself would not be an option, because you will understand the benefit of taking care of yourself. You understand the benefit of actually putting yourself first. I'm not a mum, but I've worked with a lot of women who are mums over the past 8.5 years to understand enough the benefit of you putting yourself first before your kids. Sometimes the impact that that has on them, the positive impact that that has on them. So when it comes to going and committing to yourself and putting yourself first and going, yeah, I'm ready to do this, when you have that little bit of guilt, I fully get that's going to be normal, but you should feel more guilty. And I know I'm going off on a bit of a tangent here, but it's important. You should feel more guilty for not taking care of yourself, for not looking after yourself, for not feeling confident, because your kids are going to see that. That should be a bigger guilt for you than putting yourself first. Then saying, right, I'm actually going to dedicate 3 hours, 2 hours even per week to doing some exercise and to fueling myself and meal prepping. And then on top of that, I'm going to dedicate a bit of time to working on my mindset and working on who I am and becoming the woman capable of getting these results. Mindset is so key. You have to train your brain, essentially train your mind to work with you, not against you. And you're going to have to learn to challenge these limiting beliefs, these thought processes that you have. And essentially, we're going to be rewriting your inner dialogue. We're going to be changing the way that you think, the way that you show up, the things you choose to do, the people you spend time with. And again, some of you are going to listen to that and go, oh my God, Rachel, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Good. It shouldn't feel comfortable. But I tell you what doesn't feel comfortable is staying stuck in a physique, in a body, in a life that you are not happy with. Because look, ladies, you don't get another chance at this. This is the only chance you get at life. So do you really want to get to the end of your life and think, oh my God, I wish I took care of myself. I wish I put my health first. I wish I worked on myself to give me an extra 10 years. Like, that's what's really riding on this. And I could really go on a tangent right now, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to stay on what we are talking about today. But trust me, that'll be coming in another episode, because here's the scary thing, right? By you not taking care of yourself, by you not doing the things that you need to do, by you saying yes to the things that aren't serving you and no to the things that you should be doing, you are essentially cutting years off your life. Imagine your loved ones right now, and you tell them, every time you make this decision, you're cutting a bit of time off that you have on this earth. Like, that is the bottom line. And I know some of you will be thinking, Rach, no, it doesn't work like that. Okay. I'm sure though, the people that take real care of themselves are definitely have a better chance of living longer, of being healthier and happier for longer, being able to run around with their kids for longer, being able to actually move when their kids have kids, and all of these things. I'm sure they've got a better chance of that than someone that doesn't take care of themselves, that throws in the towel anytime things get difficult, and that is just prepared to start a new diet every single Monday. Just really think about that. And I know this stuff is heavy. I know it's hopefully getting you to really sit back and think. But that's the whole point. And look, you're on this podcast for a reason. You're listening to this for a reason, because clearly you want to get results, and clearly you are stuck in this cycle that so many women are stuck in. but you need to be prepared to do the things that so many women won't, the things that aren't spoke about, because those are the things that are going to transform the way that you act, the way that you behave, the habits that you portray, which ultimately transforms the results that you get. It literally is as simple as that. So look, here's what you need to do. I'm going to summarize this for you so you can actually finish this podcast with a really, really helpful guide on what the next steps are. Number one, you need to identify your current habits and your thought patterns. Like, what is actually keeping you stuck? And also, who is keeping you stuck? What do you do on a daily basis that isn't serving you? What does your routine look like? What does your thought process look like? What happens when someone says something that pisses you off? What do? Do you go and get some biscuits or a glass of wine? Do you go and self-sabotage? Or do you actually do something that's going to serve you? Who are you spending the most amount of time with? Who's in your circle? This is why we're so big on community at Level Up. This is why we have such a close community, because we need our ladies, and myself included, like, I thrive off of the community as well. I get so much from it. We need everyone to be surrounded by women that want to better themselves, that aren't the women that just try, but they're the women that make it happen. That's who you need to be around if you want to get results. If you are spending your time with people that are drinking, smoking, vaping, having takeaways, not taking care of themselves, bitching about other people, whatever it might be, if you're spending your time doing that, you're going to become like them if you're not already. And if you are already like them, you're going to find it really hard to step away from it. Now, look, I'm not asking you to ditch your friends and family, but what I am saying is be selective with who you are spending time with. If change is so important to you, you need to be willing to do these things. Number two, you need to just choose one small sustainable habit that you can focus on right now. Stop trying to overhaul everything in one go, because that's why you're in this position. And look, I could say to you, you need to start drinking more water and eating more vegetables and blah, blah, blah. But the things that you are actually going to get a lot more benefit from are the things I spoke about in step one. So choose one of those things that you're actually going to take action on right now, because that will pay off tenfold in the long run. You know that you need to drink more water. You know that you need to eat more vegetables, and make sure if your goals are to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit and whatever else it might be. But you need to also do the things that you haven't been doing before, because that's the thing that's going to really make the difference. Number three, actually pay attention to the things that you are doing well and track your wins, track your success. Make a list of it, even if it's a note on your phone. Like, write down, what did you do well today? What went well? What goal did you achieve? Stop focusing on these massive goals that are 6 to 12 months down the line. Instead, focus on what actually went really well today. Did you have a conversation, a difficult conversation with someone that is keeping you in a position you don't want to be in? Did you actually get out to the gym when you normally would have sacked it off because you had a bad day at work? Write down these things, because progress builds momentum. We need momentum to keep going. And number four, the thing that is the most important that most of you won't do because it will be something you forget about and you just overlook it, but it's the thing that we honestly go on and on about to our clients that Level Up, and it's why we get the results that we do. Like, simple as that. Number four is you need to dedicate even just 15 minutes per week to developing your mindset. And look, on a side note, as I said, like, I know that this isn't sexy or whatever you might call it, but it's the exact reason why you're here. It's the exact reason why you're stuck. So you need to just take a look back. Like, think for a second, how many diets have you done? Have a look at them and ask yourself, at what point did you actually change who you were? At what point did you become the woman capable of achieving but also keeping these results? Like, when did that happen? And as I said, that's why you're here. So look, keep it really simple. Identify what's going on at the moment. Identify your current habits and your thought patterns and the people you're spending time with. Choose one thing that you can make a change on right now. Make sure you keep note of how everything is going, and spend at least, and I'm talking at least 15 minutes per week to develop in your mindset. Even if you do that, I guarantee you will notice a huge, huge difference. You need to get this set in place. This needs to be part of your plan. It needs to be something that you commit to. Set the plan in place for what you're going to continue to do to work on your mindset. It's something that, as I've said, we talk to our clients about a lot. We make sure our clients do, but it's also something that I spoke about on our recent webinar. So I did a webinar a few weeks ago. The webinar was called Drop 10 kilograms in the next 90 days this summer. So I did actually record it. You've got to the end of this podcast, so fair play to you. So if you do want access to it, I'll pop a little link below. On that webinar, I talk through exactly how we change the thought processes and the current habits and behaviours of our clients. So make sure to check it out if this has really landed with you today. And just to summarise everything that I've spoke about, weight loss isn't just about what you eat or how you move. It's about who you are. So stop chasing the quick fixes, stop chasing the fads, the next best thing, the injections, whatever it might be, what your friends are doing, what your family are doing, and just start focusing on building a sustainable foundation for your success. One that means you're going to not only get the results, but more importantly, you're going to keep them. And that comes down to your habits and mindset. As I said, I've popped the link below this video to get access to the recording of our recent webinar. And I really hope you've enjoyed this one. I've loved recording it. And as I said, every Sunday, 7 p.m, make sure you are dialed in, make sure it's in your diary, make sure you are ready, because I'm going to be dropping some, hopefully what you would call golden nuggets every single week that are going to, more importantly, help you to become the woman that you need to be in order to get the results that you want. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.